If you're going to train just one body part, it has to be your arms. Strong arms always showcase your primal strength. With so many arm exercises out there, it can be overwhelming to choose which ones are the most effective. In this video, we're bringing you 4 exercises that will make your biceps explode instantly. The biceps have 2 heads, the short head on the inner side of the arm and the long head on the outer side. These exercises target different areas for more focused and efficient training. 1. Cable curl, targeting the long head. Many exercises don't fully stretch the biceps, but the cable curl provides a wide range of motion, allowing the muscle to fully extend while maintaining constant tension. Adjust the pulley to wrist height, take a step or 2 forward, and position your arms behind your body at the starting position. Fully stretch the muscle, keep your elbows fixed, and pull upward by bending your elbows. Concentration curl, targeting the short head. This exercise isolates the biceps more than any other and focuses all attention on the muscle, ensuring a strong mind-muscle connection. Sit on a bench with your legs spread apart, rest your elbow on the inner side of your thigh, and lift the dumbbell toward your chest. Squeeze at the top for 2 seconds before lowering it slowly. Unlike compound movements, this isolation exercise solely targets the biceps, making it one of the best for training the short head. 3. Preacher curl. Using a preacher bench, fix your arms on the pad and curl the dumbbell upward. The advantage of this exercise is its stability and larger range of motion. You can maintain a neutral grip at the bottom and switch to a reverse grip as you lift. This enhances the stretch on your biceps, making the exercise more effective. 4. Hammer curl, targeting the brachialis. The brachialis lies underneath the biceps and is roughly the same size. Strengthening it can make your biceps appear larger. Keep your elbows stable throughout the movement. Avoid swinging or using momentum and focus on controlled execution. Choose a weight that challenges you without forcing you to compensate with poor form, as steady progress is your biggest advantage. Should you use heavy weights with low reps or light weights with high reps to build muscle? Let me ask you, why do powerlifters typically stick to 3 to 5 reps per set, while bodybuilders usually go for 6 to 12 reps? From a sensory perspective, when you perform more than 12 reps per set, the perceived pressure is low, but the pump feels great. On the other hand, when you do fewer than 6 reps, the pressure feels intense, but the pump isn't as noticeable. In fact, multiple studies have shown that whether you train with low reps and more sets, or high reps and fewer sets, you can build the same amount of muscle. For example, in one study, training with 4 sets of 3 to 5 reps and 3 sets of 9 to 11 reps resulted in the same muscle growth. The conclusion is that as long as your sets approach failure, whether you use heavy weights with low reps or lighter weights with high reps, the muscle adaptation, meaning muscle growth, will be similar. So, is reaching failure all that matters? Why then is 6 to 12 reps still considered the optimal range for hypertrophy? Let's break it down. Why ultra-high reps don't work well. Imagine doing 40 to 50 squats per set. Sounds exhausting, right? Not only is it impractical, but it's also hard to tell if you're truly reaching failure. You might think you're maxed out, but you could probably still push out 10 more reps. Additionally, excessively high reps increase the risk of unnecessary injuries. Your stabilizing muscles, like those supporting your chest during bench presses, could fatigue and give out before your target muscles are truly worked. What about ultra-low reps with very heavy weights, 1 to 2 reps per set? Many beginners chase max lifts in every session, aiming to hit personal records PRs frequently. While breaking PRs feels amazing, can your joints handle it? Trust me, golfer's elbow is no joke. For those obsessed with heavy lifting, aim for 3 to 5 reps instead of pushing extremes. Research shows that 3 to 5 reps of heavy weight effectively increase absolute strength. As your strength improves, you naturally fulfill the principle of progressive overload. For instance, when you return to sets of 10, you'll be lifting heavier weights, say 60 kilograms instead of 50 kilograms. What's the most effective training plan? The best approach is to alternate between 3 to 5 reps, strength phase, and 8 to 12 reps, hypertrophy phase, every few weeks, introducing the concept of periodization training. Typically, you'd stick to one phase for 1 to 2 months before switching. The 3 to 5 rep range focuses on building strength, while the 8 to 12 rep range optimizes muscle growth. Even if you're a casual lifter without competitive goals, periodization can help you build muscle faster and shorten the time it takes to bench 100 kilograms. After all, who doesn't like showing off? Wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. If you want to get bigger, improve faster, and achieve more impressive athletic performance while sharpening your mind, creatine might be your answer. Over 50% of professional athletes, including weightlifters, boxers, and track and field athletes, use creatine, not to mention powerlifters and bodybuilders. So how exactly does creatine affect our bodies, and how much improvement can it really bring? Is it your ultimate performance booster? What is creatine, and how does it work? Creatine is a naturally occurring substance in our bodies and an indirect energy source for muscle power, especially in anaerobic activities like sprints or bench presses. About 95% of your body's creatine is stored in muscles, while the remaining 5% is found in the brain. By supplementing with creatine, you can increase your body's creatine levels by up to 30%, reaching a saturation point. Once saturated, over time, you'll experience increased strength and more muscle growth. However, about 20% of people don't benefit from creatine supplementation because their bodies are naturally at saturation. On the flip side, some individuals, especially vegetarians with low muscle creatine levels, see even greater results. If creatine doesn't work for you, don't feel bad. It just means you've hit the genetic jackpot. How long does it take to see results? Before reaching full saturation, you may not notice any significant effects from creatine. The time to reach saturation depends on your daily intake. 1. Loading method. Take 20 grams per day for 1 week to quickly saturate your muscles, then switch to a maintenance dose of 3 grams daily. 2. Gradual method. Consume a steady amount daily, which takes 2 to 3 weeks to reach full saturation. What about taste and weight gain? Many creatine supplements taste chalky and unpleasant, which can be off-putting for beginners. You might want to try flavored options with improved taste and high purity for a better experience. As creatine increases your muscle stores, it also pulls water into your muscle cells, leading to a slight increase in weight. This water retention is not a bad thing. It gives your muscles a fuller, more robust appearance. Performance benefits. Once creatine levels are saturated, you'll notice improvements in training, particularly in strength. A meta-analysis of 22 creatine studies found that trained weightlifters experienced an 8% increase in strength and a 14% improvement in reps at the same weight. For beginners, the benefits are even more dramatic, with strength and reps increasing by about 30%. This could mean breaking through long-standing plateaus or achieving entry-level TikTok-worthy lifts like a proper bench press. Creatine also accelerates recovery. A study of 52 NCAA athletes found that 81% recovered faster after training, a significant advantage. After all, the key difference between natural fitness and tech-enhanced fitness often lies in recovery speed. I can share creatine's impact on the brain. Here's where it gets even more exciting. The brain, while accounting for only 2% of body weight, consumes about 20% of your body's energy. It relies heavily on creatine for energy. Studies show that creatine deficiency at birth can impair cognitive function and development. For healthy individuals, creatine supplementation can increase brain creatine levels by up to 10%, improving short-term memory and IQ. These effects are particularly noticeable under sleep deprivation and stress. So, whether you're aiming to lift heavier weights, recover faster, or boost your mental sharpness, creatine offers scientifically backed benefits for both body and mind. Don't think fitness is all about brute strength. In the end, it's a mental game. Why is it that you and your gym buddy both sweat it out during workouts, yet you watch them grow bigger while you barely show signs of progress? The truth is, muscles don't grow while you're training. They grow during recovery. This means that even with the same training intensity and frequency, results can differ significantly. The real challenge begins after your workout. When should you drink protein shakes? What should you eat? Do you need fast digesting carbs? If you've stumbled upon this post, consider yourself lucky. Today, I'll share 6 key post-workout tips to help you recover more effectively and avoid common pitfalls. 1. Stretch and relax after training. Post-workout stretching is common, but most people don't take it seriously. According to an article from the Mayo Clinic, better flexibility can enhance performance and reduce injury risk by strengthening joints and enabling muscles to work more efficiently. Another article from Harvard Health warns that without proper stretching, muscles can shorten, tighten, and weaken over time, increasing injury risk. A study published in the Journal of Physiology concluded that stretching improves blood flow to muscles and increases joint mobility, leading to better performance and fewer injuries. So take a few minutes after every workout to stretch the areas you trained. This not only maintains flexibility in your target muscle groups, but also relieves tightness that could hinder your next session. Protein intake is essential. Protein is crucial for kickstarting the recovery process. This is already well established by countless fitness influencers and research studies. What's important to note is that you should consume protein from diverse sources, such as eggs, fish, dairy, or protein powder. 3. Don't forget the carbs. A 2003 study published in Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise compared the effects of post-workout protein, carbs, and a combination of the two. The researchers concluded that carbs amplify the muscle protein synthesis signal triggered by protein intake. So now you know what to eat for your post-workout meal, a combination of protein and carbs. 4. Supplement creatine. A 2013 study found that supplementing with creatine after training was more effective for increasing lean body mass and strength than taking it before. Aim for 3-5 grams of creatine after every workout. Creatine works by saturating your muscle stores, but after a few weeks of stopping supplementation, your muscle creatine levels will drop, along with the added strength and endurance. Consistently taking a daily dose ensures you avoid this issue. 5. Track your progress and update your program. Whether you're a beginner or an athlete, tracking your training progress is essential for improvement. Spend some time after each workout to review how it went. Did any exercises cause discomfort? Did you lift sufficient weight? Are you steadily improving, or are you facing neural fatigue or stagnation? Analyzing your progress helps you make the necessary adjustments to your routine for consistent growth. Hygiene management. Gyms are breeding grounds for bacteria and viruses. In a survey of 1,000 gym goers, more than half reported seeing equipment used by people who hadn't washed their hands, and 35% of men and 25% of women admitted they never wiped down machines. To protect yourself, disinfect equipment before use, shower after your workout, and maintain good hygiene. Sometimes it's not your genetics holding you back, it's a fungal infection. Remember, fitness isn't just about brute force. It's about strategy, discipline, and smart recovery. Keep these tips in mind, and you'll see better results.